Hello and welcome to the crypto market review starting with BTC. Today we saw that the US CPI numbers came out to be 8.5, which were lower than the expectation. The market was expecting the CPI numbers to be around 8.7. Since the CPI numbers were lower than the CPI numbers market has expected and even lower than the last month's CPI numbers, that was 9.1. So we are seeing a current high pump in the market, and if we see the volume as well, let's see what the volume has to tell us. It's right now not loading, I don't know why. Anyways, overall if we see the market is okay, right here we have the volume. So volume is also increased. If we see the increment in volume is supporting the pump in the market right now, so definitely I'd expect BTC to break this resistance level, which it has, and this resistance level was between $23,500 to $23,800, and this is where BTC has broken down. If Bitcoin closes this 4-hour candle that is about to close in 2 hours and 40 minutes above 23,800 or better $24,000, then we can expect further move to the upside for Bitcoin. But right now, if we see what happened last time when BTC broke $24,000, we saw this fake out, and then before that we saw the fake out as well. But this fake out happened when we saw the reduction in volume. Similarly, we saw this fake out when the volume was switched towards the sell side. Right now, will we be seeing the fake out once again, or we will be seeing the increase in the volume and of course the market pump? So right now we have the US stock market about to open in about few minutes. If we see the exact time, it is gonna open in 9 minutes. Till then, we see Bitcoin is currently hovering around $24,040 if we open a further lower time frame. Yeah, so the hourly time frame is showing me a spike in the buying volume for BTC, which was at 12. I don't know what time it's telling UTC time. So around 12, it saw a spike in the market volume, and our range to range trading indicates that we had to buy here and then sell here. Right now, I'm since you are also following me on Twitter, so I'm sure most of you would have picked up the altcoins with me, such as Avalanche, Solana, PYR token, Lido Finance. All of these are in good profits. So you can either secure profits on them, or you can put stop losses as per your entry, or definitely since they are in profit, so you can put stop losses in between your entries or the current price. That would also secure your half of the profits. If since I am certain that if the stock market continues to move upwards, then we can see Bitcoin currently go up. And if the Bitcoin dominance starts to go up, then we can see sudden sideways motion in the altcoins or even drop in the altcoins right now. But overall, BTC dominance has to go up for a healthy market upside motion. But right now we are seeing BTC dominance is going down. This shows that how weak market is, and obviously the market is more shifting towards Ethereum right now, since we have the merge news for Ethereum, and Ethereum is back again at its strong resistance zone, the strong resistance zone which it has been rejected multiple times, but right now it has entered with decent amount of volume. If we see the volume in Ethereum as well corresponding to BTC, yes, so the volume in Ethereum is also corresponding to BTC. It has seen a spike, and we are at $1,829. The top it made today is around $1,838, but right now the last strong resistance point would be $1,900. If Ethereum touches that point, we would see a rejection. But again, if the market continues to move upwards, we'll see upward motion towards the $2,000 area. And obviously, for a healthy market upwards motion, since we know that nothing moves up in a straight direction or down in a straight direction, we'll expect certain corrections in the market when Ethereum hits $1,900. So this is not the time definitely to FOMO in. If you have purchased altcoins with me, put stop losses and move and enjoy the gains. Right now, moving towards the dollar currency index, exactly as expected, dollar currency index, as the CPI numbers came out to be lower, so the dollar currency index is showing drastic drop, and it is going to test the last support trend line for the dollar currency index, which would take it down all the way to 104. If you are following me my market updates, then you must be knowing that I have drawn this arrow, and this is exactly where dollar currency index is going. Last time when I draw this arrow, it was around this point, that is approximately 106.3 strength index point. But right now dollar currency index is exactly going where we predicted it would be testing this trend line, and this is exactly what we are seeing right now. It is very close to test this trend line on the daily time frame. So if the dollar currency index starts to go up, then we'll be seeing bleeding in the Bitcoin. Right now we are not very close to seeing that the dollar currency index would go up. So definitely I expect furthermore dollar currency index to go down and at least test this trend line before any upward motion, and that would be bullish for the crypto market as well as the stocks. So BTC is very close to its neck resistance of 24,200, and if it breaks this resistance, my next stop personally would be 25,000. This was no reason for BTC to stop at 24,500, although it's not a very strong resistance zone. But since market tends to take corrections at certain points, so obviously I'll be expecting somewhere around here to take correction if Ethereum hits $1,900 or BTC hits $25,000. Whichever happens first, we'll be seeing correction in the market. Moving on towards another altcoin which we picked up around, if you are following me on Twitter, you might have noticed we picked up Avalanche around $27.3. Then right now we just touched Avalanche at $30.2. So you can put stop losses to secure your profits, as well as that would enable you to enjoy the gains. The next strong resistance for Avalanche, if you see in the chart, is around $33, then $38. That depends upon how Ethereum and BTC moves upwards. If you see on the daily time frame, more resistance and support data for Avalanche would be visible using the Fibonacci retracement tool. Right now we are trying to find out the Avalanche next resistances and support. Okay, so the next point for Avalanche to go upwards is $31. That is exactly where we rejected last time. And then the next stop according to Fibonacci retracement is $41. But right now, if we see the chart, the horizontal resistance also points out that these are the 2 point of control points for Avalanche prices, that is $33 and $38, which is where I expect Avalanche to reverse and take correction before going further upside. However, I'm still not bullish on the mega trend. We are still on a larger downward trend if we see on the weekly time frame. Yep, on the weekly time frame we are still, if we calculate how much down we are right now, BTC retraced all the way down to 74% from its all-time high of November, and right now we are just at 65%, still down. That is approximately only 10% different in the fall. If you see how much BTC has gained from the bottom, that is approximately 38%. But still, as compared to the downfall, we are still having a difference of 10%. BTC fell 74% from its all-time high, and usually in the bear markets we see an 85% downfall for Bitcoin in the previous bear markets. Right now if we still are supposedly to reach that 85%, around 85% fall for Bitcoin, then that would be around $10,000 to $12,000. A very sophisticated target would be 12,000 to 14,000 range as well, or even 14,000 to $10,000 range. But I still expect BTC to touch that zone in the macro perspective, as we would definitely be seeing bearish scenario in play. Right now the market is in a very small bullish move towards the upside. If you see in the previous bear markets, whenever we started to move towards the upside a little bit in these small green candles, Right now we are seeing these small green candles. Then we were followed by the sudden crashes in the market. So these are no large big retracement candles. If you see, the big retracement are like the parabolic motion referred in the Bitcoin cycles and the reversal patterns. However, we are still not seeing any parabolic motion in the BTC, and BTC is hovering in the range of 22,000 to 24,000 since quite. If you see, since 4 weeks we are hovering in the range of 22,000 to 24,000. That represents a very weak motion and the strength of resistance, which is stopping Bitcoin to go upwards. So right now we are not seeing any of this. However, more similarities with this one, and any candle that are forming weaker or having small price upwards motion, we still expect that a major move downward is still remaining overall for the Bitcoin. So I'll definitely be cautious and putting stop losses in all my trades which are in profits right now. Moving on towards stock market still hasn't opened then, and we have approximately less than 1 minute right now. Overall, Bitcoin dominance looks nothing like that it would be going towards the upside. Last time when we tested the 41.89% BTC dominance level, it was around this level. We expected it to form a double bottom and then proceed towards the upside, but still it didn't play out as well. And even in a bigger time frame, we saw this one sharply decline towards the 42% and expected this one to form a double bottom, but that also didn't happen. And right now, if this double bottom on a very small time frame, as I see, if this double bottom as well didn't play out, then we can see further continuation of the downward in the BTC dominance. So overall, I'm bullish for the crypto market for at least the month of August, but still right now we still have a lot of things to consider. As we'll be seeing in the month of September, the Fed CPI rates would be announced, and that would be the call for the US Fed. And definitely the US Fed dictates the markets after their CPI rates. Overall, I'll be seeing that since the decrease in CPI numbers has been very high, then we can see that the Fed would start to reduce the increase in rate hikes. That is again bullish for the market overall. But in September, historically, as well as if you see on the BTC weekly chart, which I have also shown you, that the trend upwards is very weak, and we definitely are looking at some downward indicators. At the moment, we have also not tested this logarithmic curve line which I have drawn for you in the weekly time frame, and that is where I expect BTC to at least bottom. At least 14,000 to 10,000. 10,000 would be the completion of the 85% correction BTC has always done in the previous bear markets. However, 14,000 would be the minimal target for me, at least for this bear market. Let's move towards the stock market. The stock market has just opened right now. So the stock market last time for the Nasdaq closed at around 317 points, but right now it has opened from the top of 323 points, and we are seeing it go back since it is a gap created. Although the gap doesn't really matter in the stock market, if you see, we have a lot of gaps and they take quite a lot of time. Since this, let's see if this one gap is not filled, so it doesn't matter in the stock market much, because if you are comparing it to the BTC CME gaps, BTC CME gaps is a totally different thing, because Bitcoin trading is available 24/7. However, the BTC CME gaps is only available when the future trading in the United States or Chicago Mercantile Exchange is available. So that doesn't compare to these CME gaps. However, we are seeing right now a very sideways or weak motion in the Nasdaq as well. Let's see what we have in S&P 500. S&P 500 also opened above the resistance level of 4178, and right now it is at 4187, and it is, I think, going to test this support level since the resistance would be acting as support right now, so it would be testing it and continuing the way upwards, since we are seeing the positive momentum in the crypto market overall. So this was today's news and updates about the crypto market. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.